extra week that you don't usually do when you just have 1 week to prepare?
I think you get a lot more time to prepare an opponent. I think that's the biggest thing. You get a little bit more time you have 2 weeks to really look at an opponent and get to see all they're doing. So you have a lot more time to do that. And I think a lot of time during the bye week, you work on a lot of stuff that you feel like you need to improve on during the season. What you've seen so far for us for the first 8 games, and just out there just continue to keep working and be able to get bodies healthy, people healthy. I think that's another big thing for the bye week.
TJ, it seemed like you had kind of flushed the last game when you talked to us after Syracuse. Is it truly done with you? Did you dwell on it at all? Or did you immediately put it in the past and get to work on Notre Dame?
Yeah, Sunday, you go back and watch the game for me, go back and watch the game. You worry about the game then, and after that, you just go on and move on from the next game and just worry about the present time, worry about today and all you can do today, and just continue to put your best foot forward each and every day.
Did you feel like you kind of found out what went wrong against Syracuse for you, and that you've gotten past it and you're moving forward?
Yeah, no, I feel like I figured out what I did wrong, what stuff I could work on, be able to improve that, make sure that doesn't happen again. And I feel like I've definitely moved on from that and just excited about playing against Notre Dame.
The last time you were at Notre Dame was kind of a big deal for you. You guys didn't win, but you had quite a performance. Do you think about those memories when you're preparing for them this week?
Yeah, the biggest thing I remember, I played great, but the biggest thing for me was the loss. I think that was the biggest thing that we had a chance to win the game. I think the biggest thing is just taking a loss against Notre Dame. So hopefully this time the outcome comes better. We just got to be able to put our best foot forward each and every day of practice, film study to make sure we come out with a W out there.
It seemed like that game put a lot of expectations on your shoulders from people looking from the outside. Did you feel that way? Was it a little bit unfair?
From which game?
People thinking you're going to throw for 430 whatever yards every game.
Oh, from the Notre Dame game?
Yeah.
I don't think it put any pressure on me from that expectation. From throwing for that many yards. I don't think so. I expect that out of myself to be able to play my best game each and every day, every time I step on the field. So I don't think it was any extra expectation they put on me.
How things are going to be different this time with the night game, with the packed stadium. A little bit different than a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. Notre Dame is a great place to play at. Probably one of the richest history of college football. They have Touchdown Jesus there. They have a lot of rich history. They have a movie after Notre Dame with Rudy. And I think it's an amazing place. I think they're an amazing program. Done an amazing job this year and years in the past. I think it's going to be really cool to be able to see there when the stadium's going to be packed. 2 years ago, we had COVID, so I think it was only like 20,000 people there. So this year, I don't know how much it holds. I know it holds a lot. I think it's close to 100. I don't know how much it holds, but I know it's gonna be an exciting time out there at the game at 7:30.
DJ, you've already told us a bunch of times how much film you watch in a week. What's an off week like for you? Do you spend 20 hours a day breaking down film simply because you have the free time and don't have a game to worry about on Saturday?
I think the off week for me, trying to catch up on stuff like school, catch up with family. Hang out with my girlfriend a little bit more, try to take time away from just football a little bit and kind of just relax, be able to reset, to be able to come into these next coming weeks of the season and beyond that. I think it's more of a week just to relax and kind of reset your mind. I think sometimes, man, football's a grind. I think we've been going, Coach Sweeney said, for maybe 12, 13 weeks, counting fall camp. And that's 12, 13 weeks straight of just preparation. So I think the biggest thing is just to reset your mind, understand where you're at in life, and just taking everything going on, and then reset coming into this week and get back onto the grind.
Did you feel like you did a good job of that, like resetting
Yeah.
yourself? Do you feel a little more refreshed?
Yeah, man. I feel
today
like
as you talk to us?
I definitely feel like I did a good job. I got to go home. I haven't been home in a while. I got to see my mom, got to see my brother, got to see my pops, got to see family members. So I was always good to be able to go home and get to see family like that. So it was good for me.
So we were talking to Bo Collins earlier. He's a guy, hasn't had a catch in a couple of games, but he said, as receivers, they enjoy each other's success, and it's about winning and things like that. Do you get that sense from your receiver corps that they're unselfish guys?
Yeah, I definitely do. 100%. I feel like as a group of guys in the receiving corps, all for each other. It's Guys aren't selfish. I mean, guys just want to see other people win. I feel like you see a lot of that on the team as well. You see guys on the team that just want to see other people succeed. They just want to see everyone win. At the end of the day, everyone on the team just wants to win the football game.
Does that make your job easier as a quarterback when you don't have receivers who are begging you for the ball?
Yeah, no, it does make my job easy. I mean, I wish I could get everybody the football. I wish I could throw everybody a touchdown every single game, but that doesn't happen. So when you have receivers like that, it makes my job a lot easier. So I appreciate them for that.
Do you think Cade would be capable of going into an environment like that if needed and doing the job?
100%, yeah. I think from a preparation standpoint and the way he approaches the game, his mindset, I think 100%, yeah. I think he'd be able to handle the situation of playing college football. I mean, at the end of the day, man, the situation of coming in and that thing, it's all in the mindset and how you look at it. I feel like Cade's done a really good job of his mindset and just not making the game bigger than what it really is. At the end of the day, they got 11 people on the field. We have 11 people on the field. He's got to go out there and play football, something you do your whole life.
Is there anything from that game at Notre Dame 2 years ago and just how comfortable maybe you looked in that game that you can take into this game and help you?
I think the biggest thing, man, like just not making the game bigger than what it is. I mean, it's going to be a big environment. It's going to be a night game and all the external factors. I think at the end of the day, you just got to go out there and play football. I mean, you have fun. I mean, you're playing with your brothers, 10 other guys on the team, along with yourself. It makes it 11. And at the end of the day, it's 11 on 11. So, I mean, it's something I've been playing football since I was 5 years old, playing tackle since I was probably 8 or 9. So you just can't make it bigger than what it really is. You just got to go out there, execute, have some fun, and just go play football.
DJ, when you reflect on this season going from the summer to now, where do you feel like your game has improved or where you've grown the most?
Probably, I feel like it's definitely improved coming from the summer. I feel like I'm improved on just giving guys a chance with the football, be able to have my receivers be able to just touch the ball every time I throw it. I feel like I've done a better job with that. I feel like I've done a better job with running the ball, running with more passion. I feel like just getting more downhill, getting extra yards, and continue to keep fighting. I feel like I've done a better job leading. I feel like leadership has been a big thing I feel like I've done a better job at. I think those are just some things to say.
Joe, what do you remember about the week leading up to Notre Dame 2 years ago? I think Boston College was kind of a last minute.
Yeah.
You didn't know until late, but
Mhm.
you had a whole week with Trevor being out. What do you remember about just the build up to that game?
For me, it was kind of a blur. Kind of went by really fast. That whole week leading up to Notre Dame. I mean, practices were good. I thought, having Trevor out, got all the reps with one. So that was different than the week before. But it was kind of a blur, man. I mean, it just all happened so fast. And then by Saturday, by that time, I was at game day. I mean, it was time for the game. I think some of the things I remember was like getting to the hotel, remember the plane ride and stuff like that. But for the most part, man, it was a blur. It just all flew by, and by that time, I was like, man, it's game day. I'm out here on the field about to start the game. And then that's when it kind of started to slow down.
Any questions for DJ from Zoom?
Hey, DJ, starting out with all three. I know you said that you kind of realized what you did wrong and kind of what happened against Syracuse. Just what did stand out watching that film and areas you feel like you need to improve from that game?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was decision making. I feel like there's some decisions that I should have never made, put balls in jeopardy, be able to have it going picked. I think that was the biggest thing, just decision making.
DJ, it's Trevor from CTigers.com. Cade looked like a freshman on a couple of plays against Syracuse. I'm just curious, what were some of the things that you critiqued for him in watching the film with him?
I thought he did a great job. I feel like coming in a situation like that, it's tough. I feel like for anybody, if it's a senior, freshman, junior, sophomore, I feel like it's tough coming in a situation like that. And I feel like I thought he did a really good job. They did an excellent job by managing the game. And at quarterback, that's the main thing that you got to do is be able to manage a game and manage a football game. I think you see that in the NFL and college. I mean, the best quarterbacks that manage football games, if that means they got to throw, it means they have to run the ball, that they do a really good job managing the game, and the game comes slow to them. But I thought he did a great job.
Is it always tough when the game's still kind of fast for you as a freshman to make those reads? You know, the offensive line is giving you time and giving you a pocket just to be able to read the defense and have it kind of slow down for you?
I feel like, can you repeat that question one more time?
Yeah, just the learning curve, you know, as a freshman. I mean, you remember you played as a freshman. Just at, you know, at what point does it kind of slow down for you? Just the speed of the game.
I think it's different everybody. I think the biggest thing with the game slowing down, it's also reps. I feel like that's a big thing, man. The more reps you get, the slower the game starts to slow down. I feel like the more comfortable you get, the more reps you get. So as K gets more and more reps, I feel like he's going to continue to get more and more comfortable. But he's done an amazing job so far, and I'm excited to see his growth as the season goes on, and excited to see him continue to keep balling, man. It's been great.
Thanks, CJ.
Yes, sir.
Hey DJ, it's Anna Adams with Clemson 24/7. Coach Streeter told us today that one of his messages to you these past couple of weeks was just staying in attack mode and trusting your wide receivers, trusting the offensive line. How do you feel like you stay in that attack mode and not, I guess, become more hesitant?
I think for me is just be able to cut it loose each and every play, man. Go out there and attack, like Coach Streeter says, just cutting it loose. Feel like when I play my best is when I'm cutting it loose and not thinking about stuff and just going out there reacting to what the defense is doing, not second guessing myself, and just going out there and just attacking them, just going out there and just cutting it loose each and every play.
TJ, this is Matt again. I'm just wondering, was there anything Syracuse did that maybe confused you or threw you off that led to the bad decisions, or do you just feel like for whatever day or for whatever reason just that day you didn't make good decisions?
I just feel like there's just a couple plays I didn't make good decisions on, 2-3 plays that I wish I had them back. I just decisions that I wish I didn't make. Could have been a totally different outcome. Wish I just had those back.
And then Coach Streeter was saying he felt like you had a great week of practice last week. Just, I guess, what was it like getting back out there? Did you kind of feel the same way? Did you feel like you bounced back the way you needed to in practice?
Yeah, I feel like I had a great week of practice. I feel like I attacked it the normal way as I do. I feel like I had a great week of practice, just continue to keep attacking and just cutting it loose. Last week's practice was good. And just want to be able to carry that into this week, continue to get better each and every week.
Anybody else?
Yeah, DJ, I just wanted to ask a couple of big picture college football questions.
Yeah.
Bo was saying that, you know, he knew one of those Michigan guys who got hurt against Michigan State in the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever, I don't know, are there situations where you have to go through the same tunnel as an opponent to
Yeah.
get to your locker room? And how do you keep guys calm and not getting crazy after, 3.5 hours of going back and forth?
For me, I'm fortunate. I don't think I've gone through the same tunnel as the same team. I'm trying to think. For us, I don't think I have, at least for me personally. Maybe in high school I have, but I mean, I don't want to speak too much on what happened with Michigan State, but I mean, it's tough. I mean, when you're playing 3.5 hour game, I mean, tempers are flaring, emotions are high, and especially with a rivalry like Michigan State. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I feel terrible for what happened to the player, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't had that experience of going through the same locker room and stuff like that. So I mean, I can't really speak too much about it.
I wanted to also ask about Election Day next Tuesday, a week from Tuesday, with voting. I'm guessing that if you vote, it would be in California.
Sure.
You're a resident there. Do you take any steps to maybe, I don't know, file an absentee ballot or anything like that?
Man, I wouldn't really want to speak about too much on politics.
Right.
I mean,
I don't care who you vote for. I just didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't even really know. Right now, man, I've been focused on football.
Yeah.
Haven't really been too focused on anything else besides football, my teammates here, and everything going on in the facility, sir. So that's probably how I answer that.
TJ, how many days did you get to spend back home in California last week?
Flew out Thursday night. Got in like at midnight Thursday night. So I was there all Friday and all Saturday, and I flew out like at midnight on Saturday night. So I took a red eye and got back here in Atlanta like at 7 a.m. So I was there for like 2 days. So it was good, man. Got to see my brother play great. Got to see my mom. Got to hang out with my pops. See different family members. It was good.
That's awesome.
So.
Anyone else for DJ?
Thanks, DJ.
Appreciate it.
DJ?
Appreciate it.